We're good to go, Jen.
Great, thanks. Good afternoon, everyone. Calling to the Delaware County Land Bank special meeting today and to order. Today's February 18th, 2025. The time is 1 p.m. Alec, do you mind doing the roll call?
Yeah. Mr. Navi?
Here.
Ms. First?
Here on behalf of Commissioner Merrill.
Mr. Navi is here on behalf of Commissioner Benton. And then Mr. Crew?
Doug Crew here on behalf of County Treasurer Don Ranke.
And then Sandra.
Here.
Great, thank you. Just as some feedback, Commissioners Benton and Merrill couldn't be here today because of the importance of having this meeting for some grant deadlines. They appointed myself and Karen to serve as their representatives, and Commissioner Benton asked me to be the chair today as well. Going through the agenda, we do have one invoice scheduled for approval. It's with SFM Insurance. It's for $3,075, and it's for commercial liability insurance. Pending any questions, request approval.
Move to approve. I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. With that, item number 3, again, there's an application deadline for Ohio Department of Development's brownfield applications that's scheduled for tomorrow. We had 2 last-minute projects that were kind of submitted to our consultant with civil and environmental consultants. The first being with Otterbein University. That project was for the old Kilgore manufacturing site on 600 North Springs Road in Westerville. Based on the information from our consultant, that project's under a consent order from the Ohio EPA, so it wouldn't qualify for this program, so we're not going to take any action on that item. And then the second project for consideration is Obies, which is on 23 North here in Delaware City. And I don't know if the project applicant wanted to come up and speak to talk about this.
Hi, I am Jeff Pates with Phoenix Environmental.
I'm Ted Hill. My proper name is Theodore Hill, and I'm with the proprietor.
Great, thank you.
So the property was developed in the early 60s with a residence and a retail store. Later they added an auto filling station in the early 80s. That operated under the last name of Obies Deli Market and closed in the mid-2010s due to an issue with a death in the family. This left the structures unoccupied. The company has owned the property since 2005, and there was a succession of private owners dating back to '83. Really what this comes down to is this is a project involving the pushing forward the redevelopment. They've already done a large number of activities as far as closing down the station, removing the underground storage tanks, which we helped them with, getting no further action on that. They've conducted a phase 1 environmental site assessment, which again we did, and demolished the canopy. The grant would provide funds for going out and locating any utilities, most importantly any prior monitoring wells that might have been paved over, and a drinking water well, which we suspect is still present, abating the asbestos present within the 2 structures, demolishing the residential building, and removing the drinking water and the monitoring wells. So that's pretty it. It's a pretty straightforward, easy project. Allows them to hopefully get this property well positioned for redevelopment quickly.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
And do you have an estimate of what the project costs are going to be?
Yeah, so the total project cost is, give me a second here, $100,258 with a match of $25,130.
Great, thank you.
Yep. Any other questions?
The only items I had, I know for tomorrow, there's a letter of support that's needed from the municipality or township. I know in some cases with these, it has to go through like general board, but civil and environmental consultants, they're accepting like an email confirmation from the municipality. So
Okay.
I don't know if you've reached out to the city of Delaware yet for that.
I spoke with Commissioner Benton, and he said that he would support it as long as we had our paperwork in order, which we
Okay.
do.
Great, thanks.
And we have all the affidavits, all the information ready to submit. We wanted to have this meeting first before we got everything.
Great, thanks.
Yeah.
And again, this property is in Delaware City, correct?
Correct.
Correct, annexed in 2021
Okay.
from Troy Township.
This one, I think you might want to get a confirmation email from a city representative saying loving support, if that's okay. So as an example, the county, when we did the service station project back in November, that property is actually in Delaware Township, so we had to get a letter of support
Right.
for that. So for this, you'd want to get something from Delaware City,
Right.
if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
We can do that. I do have one question. You stated that this application would cover the residential home, but not the commercial structure?
They're not planning on, they're gonna redevelop or renovate the commercial structure.
Okay.
Is there any other questions for the board?
Got it?
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Entertain a motion to approve the application for submittal.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion passes. I think that's it for today.
Okay.
If there's anyone has any other comments or questions, appreciate everyone's time coming in on short notice. And I hope you guys are recuperating.
Thanks. It's a weird weekend. Just so I'm crystal clear, so my conversation with Commissioner Benton, and then in addition to an email from someone within the city.
Correct. Eventually, I will email Jeff a copy of a sample resolution.
We have
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and send me yours.
Yep.
Yeah, we have one. In the interest of time, yeah, please send me one.
Yeah, the way we're handling this right now, because normally it's going to take you at least 2 weeks out to get on city council's agenda if you want to take that path to get the resolution approved and signed. What we're trying to do is get an email from a council or city representative saying, yes, we support. That'll go in with your application, then we'll say, at a later point in time, we'll get you the ordinance or resolution
Great.
from the city.
I did, I'm in your email box.
Oh, great. Okay. Would anyone like to entertain a motion to adjourn?
I would so move.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.